appears though number 5, Ray Blacklock, will move into the centres, and number 14, Shane McKellar, the former St George winger, comes in on the wing, and that's the only change in this Newtown side. Number 9, John Jansen, is in, and number 10, Brad Buchanan, replacing Graham Wynn. Those two players in for Reddy and Wynn. Otherwise, the St George team unchanged. The interesting selection, though, is number 5's Bowden.
Bowden and Bugden, these are the two fellows, the big forwards, the ones that St George have got to contain.
Wilson. That's about 12 metres from halfway. Jensen. Out wide is Pittman. Put down by Blythe, but it was picked up by Sigsworth. And now St George through Buchanan, and here's a chance. They've got a huge overlap on the far side. That's Beattie going for the corner. He's got support, and Steve Morris is in on the far side of the ground. A try has been scored. St George going to such a good lead early. Dowling and Sorodimi. He's the leading try scorer in Sydney this year. Mick Sorodimi. A lot of pace on the fast ground. Movement to the blind side, Stone. One-handed pass, and Dowling still getting it away. Buchanan was going to receive it, but Dowling will play it. Trudgett and Jansen running with the backs, and a good pass intercepted. They will not get Ferguson, I don't think. Here's Buchanan trying desperately. He's got a load of pace, Ferguson. And Johnson, the fullback. Good intercept by the winger. Down to the quarter line. Newtown on the attack. Sigsworth to Blacklock. Wilson didn't quite know to whom to pass.
They're hesitating, Newtown.
20 metres out. Newtown attacking. Jensen. Bowden. Jensen. O'Grady now. Right in front of the posts. Ideal position for a bomb if Newtown want to try it. There it is. It's a good one too. Hetherington chasing it through. Johnson waits. And the ball, in fact, had been touched by Newtown. Jensen. Bugden, the decoy, went to Pittman. Jensen. Got to halfway anyway. Pittman, Wilson, Sigsworth. They're right around Trudgett, and he's through. The fullbacks are beat, looking for support. Away goes Blacklock. They'll get him. Good work, and again it was still Sigsworth instigating that, but calling for it. Defence coming through on him, but not quickly enough. Wilson's kick is a beauty. That's as high as he can kick it. Johnson, oh, what a magnificent take.
That's incredible. That is a fine piece of football there from Brian Johnson. Considering how the state of that ball, very slippery, he went up to it, straight in rules fashion, and caught it beautifully.
And how long ago was it? His critics were saying he couldn't catch a ball in the air.
They couldn't have been watching the games we were watching. Very talented football.
Here's a break made by Dowling on the far side. He's got support downfield, and the pass goes across field. They're keeping it going. Buchanan had made the break. The pass, though, to Jansen went forward. The opposition stands back and gives him half a chance. He'll gain 10 metres every time. So Wilson with the switch in play to Sigsworth. Well-timed pass. Blacklock. Ferguson. Tearing run. Ferguson not far away, and Buckley holding him up in the tackle. What a good run from the winger. 10 metres out. Wilson. Kick is down to the blind side. Johnson again, and he's missed that one. Wilson across, but the Newtown players are offside in front of the kicker. That's a let-off too. The first time in a couple of matches we've seen Johnson drop the ball. The penalty went. Wilson, O'Grady it is. A long one to Sigsworth now. Jansen putting him down. Now that's 5 tackles gone, 5 metres St George's territory. Wilson. Ferguson. We've seen what he can do, and he's doing it again, running away from Kelly. Good pass up to Bowden, who's dropped it. McKellar towing it through, playing the whistle. Referee Danzy waiting for the advantage, and we'll bring him back for the knock-on. Kelly gets the second half underway, and that's to Blacklock. He's certainly showing more dash in taking the ball up this time, and he's almost away. What a lovely tackle from Kelly. Back to halfway. Good tackle indeed. McKellar. Wilson directing play well. That's Blythe. Jensen. Wilson. O'Grady. Jarring tackle from Stone. Got it to Wilson. And that's Bowden. Bugden's got it. Keller. Jansen. Kelly. Long kick, and Blacklock coming across. It won't find touch. Won't go anywhere near it. Ferguson. These two play almost like twins. They're very rarely separated, and away goes Ferguson, and Morris misses him. Ferguson very close to the line. Maybe Steve Morris dived at him a little bit early, but Ferguson playing it, and here's a great chance. Blacklock's. Jensen. Wilson to O'Grady. Bugden. Bowden takes a lot of stopping, only 2 metres out. Jensen trying to get over. He's over the line. Kid, he got the ball down. It's been held up. A couple of St George defenders on their backs. And in fact, it was Beattie.
Possession from scrummers are going to prove very vital in this match, but it's pretty obvious where John Dowling was, right on the ground.
Here we go. Steve Blythe, 8 metres out. Jensen, Wilson, Bugden, Bowden, I should say. Jensen, past O'Grady, and turn inside to Hetherington. Sigsworth, he looked to be offside, but taking that ball.
Close to it, yes.
Jensen, very close, he's there, he scored. Hooker Barry Jensen, and we'll have a look at the previous tackle because it will probably show us that Phil Sigsworth was perhaps in an offside position at the pass prior to the one that led to the try. Back to Dowling. Young. Stone. Trudgett. Good stepping run by the 5'8". Where's the support? He's got the fullback to beat. Gets around him. Good run from the 5'8". To Dowling. Kelly. Pass Young, and that was a bad pass, but it went right out to Morris. He did well to gain possession there. Now 1 to go, and immediately this Newtown line is under threat. Kelly, Trudgett. Beattie was wide, it went to Johnston. And the end of 6 tackles in.
Pressure even more so now.
O'Grady. That was an extraordinary scrum win to Newtown. Their front row wasn't even packed down. They still raked it back. Sigsworth. Pittman. Short of the line. Watch for Jensen. O'Grady. Bowden. He's over. He's there. Second try to Newtown. And a lead of 10 points to 3.
Once again, Newtown applying that pressure. Their strength today, like today, and they have had the use of the kick in the second half, as we're seeing it now. Kenny Wilson driving it deep, and once again, Brian Johnson taking the ball beautifully.
That's Morris going straight across field and losing ground. And with St George attempting to run it out, Johnston going right out on the far side. The ball's loose, snapped up beautifully, and going for the line. O'Grady's in. It looked like O'Grady. In fact, it was Sigsworth, Phil Sigsworth, picking up the loose ball on the far side. And the conversion attempt from wide out by Wilson was nowhere near the mark, and it's still 15-3. About 18 minutes to go, and again Newtown goes straight back into attack from the kickoff. Got play almost on halfway.
And it's in the forwards where Newtown are now dominating. We hark back to Graham Wynn and Rocket Reddy. Just, are they being missed? In the first half, I thought Stone, Young and Dowling kept that centre of the ruck very tight indeed, but Newtown working the ball, working out wide, changing their tactics and spreading the St George defence, making the St George defence run sideways. Good work, Newtown. They're playing well.
Jensen.
And how many times do we see this fellow run from dummy half? Forcing St George back at 5 metres.
And Wilson to put it
for the line, and good tactics. Newtown well and truly on top here.
To Dowling, Young. Pass Trudgett out to Halliwell, who's dropped it, and it's a Newtown ball. Brian Hetherington, Wilson to the blind side. Ferguson, plenty of pace. He's got the fullback to beat. Johnson takes him well. It's Blacklock. O'Grady. O'Grady almost through. O'Grady. Big Steve Bowden stepping his way through, powering his way to the line. He's over again. And for the second time in the match, he's been held up over the line. Not able to ground the ball. And from head on, you'll notice that Bowden uses his pace but can't ground the ball. That's good work by the St George defence. But Newtown win the scrum to go back into attack. 15 metres out. Newtown certainly not done with yet. O'Grady to Sigsworth. McKellar. Jansen and Buchanan, the second row pair, putting him down. Playing it forward, and was held. Penalty will have to go. No, the advantage ruled, and he's playing the try. Good work. Referee Dancy had the whistle in his mouth to give a penalty. And you'll notice in this, Gary Cook will explain it for us as we get the replay.
Yes, referee Jack Dancy played a very good advantage rule.
And gets it. And I think you'd have to go